here because you are my friend. A king has no friends.
Not worrying about you clowns and peons. I'm somewhere else in I'm beyond your grasp. A different type of math, a different kind of path. Every day you live, you stuck talking about the past.
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though, everybody? Welcome back to the Gimme My Props Sports Betting podcast / extravaganza / family for the Super Bowl edition. I am Larry Williams, a.k.a. that bird boo that falls in your car after a fresh wash. He is Jan Bine, a.k.a. Gin and Juice.
What up, though?
And this is the Give Me My Props Sports Betting podcast / family during the Super Bowl edition, where we talk about all things NFL, especially now, and NBA sports betting related, as well as life, love, and other stuff. And I'm happy to be here, Jay. How you feel, family?
Oh, yeah, I'm good, man. We finally made it. Super Bowl week.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, finally made it. So I really hate that week that we have nothing to do. I didn't know what to do Sunday. I was just like turning around in circles, like I don't know what to do today.
I went to church.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna come out and like act like I'm better than everybody else. Everybody else who didn't go to church is going to hell now because I finally went. Okay. No, I'm joking, but no, I did go, so that wasn't a joke. But I'm joking about you guys going to hell. Okay. We typically open up the show talking about other stuff that's going on in our lives or in the world or whatever. Bring us something, Jan. I know you're really private and you like to keep it to the sports, but just not a ton of content. One game. We're used to doing, 14 to 16 games or something. So
yeah. So I kind of hate this part of the season with football because any given week I can have 10 to 15 bets in, and it's you just can't find 15 to 10 realistic bets. Realistic.
Oh yeah, not realistic one. Now you could bet on the coin toss if you want it. Okay, go ahead and bet on the coin toss, America. I don't care about your money.
Yeah, so you can't come on the show and just give out wild stuff. Just for the sake of doing it. We don't run that kind of ship over here. We're gonna give you real takes, real bets.
Man, I got a college friend, and I won't say her name, but I talked about her a few shows ago. Her son's offers are really picking up, man. I think he's got one from Arkansas in there. When the SEC starts getting his shit, man.
Oh yeah, that's very good.
Man, so shout out to AC and what they doing out there, and shout out to AC's kid. And haven't heard from our benefactor Al, but I'm sure A4 is on a tear still. I've heard he's improved a lot, man, over the past few months, man. I've heard he's, our kids, a kid will go to sleep and they'll wake up 3 inches taller and can do all kinds of stuff that you never even seen before.
Right. Definitely. People can get growth spurts.
Speaking of that, okay, and then we get into some, maybe some NBA stuff before we jump over to the game or some prop bets or something like that. But speaking of that, let's talk about the craziest growth spurt that you've seen where somebody, do you know any, or if you do know somebody, or know of somebody, talk to me about one of those crazy growth spurts where you go to school, where you go home from the summer from the school year, and then the next year you come back and this guy's 20 feet tall. Right. He's a great athlete all of a sudden.
Well, I know personal, and this goes to our Gus Macker days. But he'll love to hear this. But I don't know if you remember TV Vars. He was shorter.
Oh
than
yeah,
me,
I mean,
at one point.
What do we call him? Well, you said his name, so it doesn't even matter. No, hell no. He just said your name. Yeah, you heard it. If you listen to the show, he just exposed you, right? No, I'm joking.
Well, TV. But our first Gus Macker, and we bring you really in personal. We talking about Gus Macker, who put up
and Gus Macker is a 3-on-3 tournament that we used to play in when we were young. The Gus Macker thing is still out here too, Jan. It's still out here.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get the band together, but
Man,
can't,
listen,
can't happen.
okay. I hope everybody got insurance and all of that.
What? But one Gus Macker tournament, Vars was shorter than me, and then like the next one he was taller than me. So it was like
It was one summer run.
yeah, it was like one summer. So that's one I could think of that from personal. But I know two famous growth spurts that I heard of is the Anthony Davis growth spurt and then the Jordan growth spurt. They say Anthony Davis was playing point guard in high school, and then he just, you know, got
Did
really
you
tall.
hear about the Jeremy Lin growth spurt as well?
Oh nope, I didn't hear about that one.
Jeremy Lin's got a great, they are like Asian descent, and I want to say Chinese, but I don't want to just accuse these people of being Chinese. They might be Mandarin or whatever they are. So I don't.
Right.
The Asians are typically shorter people, and I don't mean to be racist or none of that shit. Like some of my best friends are Asian, right? No, man. No pun intended there. But yeah, man, Jeremy Lin had a crazy growth spurt too. And in my personal life, I don't know that I know anybody with the crazy one. Where you wake up and they're just and I mean, I guess if I thought hard, I could think of one.
I just kind of thought of one. D kind of grew up overnight too.
But D's always been tall.
He was shorter than me at one point too.
Well, everybody was shorter than you at one point. You're a year or two older than us.
Right, but I was this height. The height I am now, I was this height in like middle school. So I was really tall in middle school, and then I never grew no more, and everybody else grew regular heights.
You kept the athletic skills though. You were really athletic, Jan. Like you could do all of it. You could play football. You could play basketball. I don't know if you could hit a golf ball.
Right, I never have tried that.
But I think that you could hit a baseball if you tried. Definitely catch and throw one.
Right, I might could do that.
Yeah, so crazy growth spurts. Even my own kid, just looking at my kid, I got a teenage boy in here. And you know him, Matt. And Matt is, man, listen, you look at some of the pictures in the house and then you realize like he's down by my knee in the picture. Then you go in there and you look at him, he's freaking staring you in the face. Like, tell him today, like, hey man, just walk out of here like you don't want to hear what I got to say. Do it, please. Right now, it gets contentious with these little teenage boys, and they eat too. Oh, they eat. Oh, you've never seen a creature pack down food like a teenage boy. It's a weird thing, man. It's a weird thing. Shout out to my man Mark too. I would be interested for Mark too because Mark's kid. And you know Mark, right? Not my little brother, but I mean Mark from Houston.
Oh, okay.
So, Mark's Mark's son plays college football. And I ain't putting out names and stuff like that. But Mark's kid plays college football. And Mark's a pretty tall guy. He's maybe like 6'2" or something like that. Okay, 6'1" or so. Mark's, he's fairly tall. He could dunk the basketball when we were younger and stuff like that. Pretty decent ball player. Nothing like his kid. Kid is the real deal, and he's thick too. So I'd love to hear like where Mark is kind of saying he hit his growth spurt because he's a big kid, and as I've talked to Mark over the years and seen the pictures, I see from like where Mark's kid's standing at his shoulder, who now Mark's kid is like, like, hey dad, and like patting him on the head and stuff, and so it's not that bad, but so just shout out and Al is a big dude, so A4's gonna be big, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. So hopefully he do get that growth spurt. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's what you kind of need to have a chance out here. You need to really be tall. So
hopefully, hopefully he'll do something crazy so we can all like bring the reunite the band or what do we say? Bring the band back together or something? Reunite the band or
yeah. Bring the band back together.
Can you imagine if A4 played in the PSL or went to state or something like that and was good? Could you imagine what our support circle would do? We'd go there.
Oh yeah.
I can't imagine our support circle wouldn't be there.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, we would show support. So hopefully, so hopefully we can get that done.
And he's like 6, dog. Like, so we're going a little far. I'm sorry, Al. Okay. I'm sorry, Al. We're planning A4's future. Teresa's ex-husband's the agent. We've got them all. No, but nephew's good. No, my nephew is good, Jan. Oh, he's different. He's different, and they're letting him tilt the pill a little more. Rylan, and I shouldn't have said his name, but I'll say it. Rylan is good, man. He's freaking good, man. And he's one of the top kids at his age group. He's in the 7th right now, and so shout out to Rylan because he's doing really well out there. Anything else we forgot, Jan? Like what's happening around the what Mike Vrabel's Mike Vrabel's an ogre. He's Shrek apparently.
Yeah,
He's Shrek.
Yeah. Seems like Mike Vrabel has scared off the owners, scared off ownership. So it looked like we lost our Mike Vrabel money this year.
Wow. Well, if y'all are fans of the show, y'all know we talked about Derrick Henry. Did we talk about that on the show too, didn't we? That wasn't just behind the curtain, was it?
I'm pretty sure
Derrick Henry plus 750 for 100 yards in that last game.
Oh no, I don't think we ever brought that to the show. No.
Holy smokes. Hey, listen, y'all. When I tell y'all we blew some freaking money on that one, we both knew Tennessee were going to win. We were adamant about that. You want to talk to the people about the stat where we knew we were adamant about that, or you want to just let that go and just leave it there?
Yeah, I kind of forgot the numbers I had, but
okay.
Mike Vrabel was real good as an underdog. He over the past 3 years, we have made a lot of money off Mike Vrabel, including we can go back to when Mike Vrabel beat the Patriots, because I remember that phone call, me and you. That's when it kind of first started. That's like 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. So Mike Vrabel has been really good to us. He's been a great home underdog or underdog period. So we had a Derrick Henry bet that we didn't get in at plus 750 for the week 18 game against Jacksonville. All he had to do was rush for 100 yards. It was plus 750. We didn't get it in, and he had like 150. And we knew we knew Tennessee was going to win that game. We
knew Tennessee would win the game. We put that on. That's on the show for sure. I know that's on the show.
Yeah.
But that prop bet that we had there, what do we do to the people? When we run across those prop bets, because we can't just run to the platform and just upload like one bet like that, can we? Maybe we should start using our social media more. We're not doing the people right, man. We're not, Jan. We've got to revamp this, man.
Right. We definitely got to do some housekeeping in the off season and get our socials together, because we do have bets all the time. It's just we put a certain amount on the show, but we bet all kind of stuff after hours.
Yeah. After hours, yeah. But we're friends, we're brothers or cousins. I'm not really even sure what our relationship is at this point. But all I know is that we're going to make sure that we keep in touch with each other.
Right.
That's the most important thing right now, right?
Right. Yep.
Yep. Who's going to be the MVP? Lamar?
Yeah, I think it's going to Lamar. My opinion, I would give it to Christian McCaffrey, but it's going to Lamar. I think Lamar's getting it.
Hold on, before we go there, I want to say something, right? Like, two people out in the NBA All-Star game. Embiid out, Julius Randle out, right? And two people in. Scotty Barnes in, Trae Young in. So I just wanted to say that. Okay. I don't know. I'm not really, not really sure why that struck me as important, because everybody knows the NBA All-Star game sucks, and they really need to do something about that. And speaking of like All-Star stuff, did you see the quarterback competition for the Pro Bowl stuff?
Yeah, I seen a lot of it. I didn't see the final round, but I seen most of it.
I think Baker came out on the top of that thing. And I think it kind of – so they did like a two-tier system. I think everybody was on their own, but they had 3 from the NFC side and 3 from the AFC side. They did it like who the quarterbacks that were in the game, I think.
Okay. Oh, in the playoffs.
In the actual – no, not in the playoff, in the Pro Bowl.
Oh, okay. Oh, the Pro Bowl quarterbacks. Okay. Baker made the Pro Bowl?
Like, who?
Baker made the Pro Bowl?
Listen, you've got Baker, Stroud – no, you've got Baker –
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts and Geno versus Stroud, Gardner Minshew, and
Oh, Tua.
Minshew,
It was
Stroud,
Tua.
and Tua.
Yep.
Tua has a dad bod. Tua doesn't look like he want to pull his jersey off and exchange it with somebody after the game. Like, you know, that left hand shit look awkward out there and all of that. Like, he was like, Tua, you scared me. Okay, Tua, you scared me. I'm gonna be honest with you. You scared me, Tua. But anyway, I think Baker won that thing. It kind of shook out how you thought it would. You know, Baker and Stroud were in the finals against each other.
Oh, okay.
And I think Baker won it. And
Okay.
it was pretty cool to watch. But I would have liked to see the real people.
Yeah. Well, Burrow is probably still rehabbing. He wasn't gonna be there, but Josh Allen.
Okay, I'm sorry. May I say this, Jan, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So give me your three from each side. Not these guys who they had in there.
Oh,
Give me your three from each side.
Mahomes, Burrow.
Yeah, of course. Mahomes, Burrow.
And Josh Allen from the AFC. That's who you want to see throw the ball.
Yeah, well, not Herbert? Because I heard Herbert is extremely
yeah.
talented.
Yeah, Herbert,
you can't see him. Now you only get 3 spots. Now it's
right.
tickets to the dance.
Right. I get it. You got to give me those three. And then
Okay.
the NFC side, I would like Matt Stafford in there. You know, he's a thrower. Stafford, you can put Goff in there. Goff has had a good season. And then
the 66% of it needs to be Lions quarterback. All right, Lions quarterback. Hey, you hate the Lions. Everybody knows that, Jan. It's not even like a secret anymore.
Hey, I got my receipts.
Just because you bet on them doesn't mean you don't hate them. We know that. We don't. Our emotions and shit are not attached to these bets.
Right. Definitely not. But it's not a lot of throwers, like pure throwers in the NFC side when you really think about it.
Well, you didn't do a very good job. You named one guy.
Right.
You named one guy.
Right. Well, yeah, I don't have a list up, but let me see.
Well, let me get to the phone. Let me get to the phone, and what'll help you is if we just kind of go through the teams over there. Okay.
Right.
So you might want Dak in there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Dak, but I don't.
Listen, you need 3 people.
Right.
I'm not saying he's like you need 3 people.
Right. No, you can put Dak in there. Yeah, Dak is thorough, but I don't.
Dak.
Dak.
Goff,
put Dak in there.
Goff or what's the name? Or his twin out there in Los Angeles.
Oh,
Stafford. Dak or Stafford? I mean Garner. Holy smokes. Goff or Stafford. So we're taking Dak. Dak's got to be in it.
Yeah,
right?
you got to put Dak in there. You got to put America's team quarterback in there.
Kirk Cousins was hurt. Nobody else is like Carolina, Arizona, Washington, New York, Atlanta, Chicago, Minnesota, New Orleans, Seattle, and then this is where you start talking about it may be interesting. Green Bay. I don't want to see Love though. I don't want to see Love in there.
Yeah, Love got the mechanics, but we got to let them build up a little bit more. But
Tampa, Baker's in there.
Yeah, Baker won, so obviously Baker should have been in there. Baker's.
Well, look, it gets better. Stafford.
Yeah, Stafford. Yeah.
Hurts was there. Jalen Hurts was there. He's good, Jan. I don't care what you say. You can take a bird boo on him. He's a good quarterback, man.
Yeah, he's a little overrated.
You want to see him throw the ball. You want to see that, though, don't you?
Yeah, you want to see it, but I don't know what the outcome might not be good.
So far, are you taking Baker or not? Because for me, I don't feel like Baker should have been there, even though he's good and all of that. I just for the value of like seeing him throw the ball, I don't want to see Baker. I have to be honest. I'd much rather see Hurts.
Baker has been a good thrower, like as far as the mechanics. Baker has to, but I get what you're saying. Hurts is the name. Hurts is the name.
So Stafford, I think we may be onto something. I think it's Stafford, Goff, or maybe not even
Well,
Stafford. Maybe it's Goff, Hurt, and
and that.
Dak. Yeah, but you can't forget Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy had a really solid year, Jan.
He is, but he's not like a thrower.
He's not like this prolific guy, but he had his numbers
Yeah, he got
says
good
that
numbers.
he's taking that step. You know what I'm saying? His number
Right.
says that he's taking that step. I'm not
Right.
saying he's taking the step or the proverbial step or whatever.
Right.
But NFC's complicated. I think the AFC is much more equipped with better quarterbacks that didn't even participate. I don't even think we mentioned Herbert in the thing, and he's definitely like a guy who you want to see throw.
Right.
Maybe they should take the conferences off of that and just get like the top 6 guys.
Oh, right. Definitely should do that. Definitely.
And seeing what they did, broski. And seeing what they did. You ain't gonna get hurt. So why is everybody not participating in this shit?
Right. Well, I can still see the quarterbacks not taking the, even though they're not going to get hurt. I can still see them, the Super Bowl quarterbacks not wanting to play in this.
Well,
chance.
Who the hell doesn't want a day off of work, right?
Right.
Who doesn't want a day off of work?
Right. But
your job came up with this cool incentives and stuff, right?
Yeah, but that's the day off of not game planning for San Fran. Like if you're Patrick Mahomes, you know what I'm saying? So I can see that. I can see it.
That's going to raise the larger issue is why the hell don't they do this once the season is over, bro?
Right.
This doesn't make any sense.
Right. And they used to, but they want to capture this week. They used to do the Pro Bowl after the season. A lot of times they didn't even wait the week. A lot of times it went right to the Super Bowl. They kind of been doing it a while now, but the Super Bowl has been on my birthday a couple times, and I can remember without getting too into my personal life, but
how was your birthday? You said you want to talk about your personal life.
Well, I'm talking about the Super Bowl on my birthday. Green Bay Patriots Super Bowl was on my birthday, and I remember it because it was on my birthday. It's the Super Bowl on my
America, birthday. Notice how he pivoted away from his personal life. Notice how he pivoted. He made a hard right about his personal life. He does not love you guys, America. Y'all know my kid name. He does not give a damn, America.
But Desmond Howard won the MVP on my birthday. Green Bay versus and I'm dating myself.
Wow, Desmond Howard.
Yeah,
he won the Heisman too, didn't he?
Yeah, he won the Heisman. Desmond Howard is probably one of the best college players ever play.
Was he better than Charlie Ward? He won the Heisman, so I guess so. Charlie Ward didn't win the Heisman.
No, Charlie Ward didn't win the Heisman.
He did?
Yeah, so they're on the list.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Charlie Ward is on the list of the best college players of all time. I think Vince Young on the list. I think Reggie Bush is on that list. Desmond Howard and Charlie Ward.
What's his name look crazy in college? Reggie Bush. He was
a video game in college.
Ooh.
He used to have like 400 yards total offense by himself.
Yeah. He was a bad boy, man.
Yeah, he would have 100 yards receiving, 100 yards rushing, and 100 yards on special teams in the same game. That was just, Reggie Bush was crazy in college.
Yeah, that it just basically, and then he like sold his jersey or a ring or autograph or some shit, and they took his Heisman. Like, yeah. I just can't even imagine me writing my name on something as a kid who has nothing.
Yeah,
and somebody gives me something for me writing my name.
Right.
And you take everything from me. You try to take it all from me.
Yeah, that was bad. And then that was actually the Terrell Pryor incident with the jersey signing. Reggie Bush, somebody had bought an apartment for his mama. Not an apartment, a house. Like it wasn't even.
But you're talking about a guy who's potentially worth millions of dollars. Like if you put him on the fair market and shit, like if you let him market for McDonald's, he would have been a millionaire.
Right. And it has changed now, so these kids can't get paid. And I hate to call them kids; they're grown people, but they can get paid.
Kids. Hey, anybody with a 17, 18 to 20-year-old person, you know they kids. And I ain't got to get into my personal life. I'm going to tell you when we get off here about some things that happened in my own personal life recently where I'm like, holy smokes, dude. At some point, we got to get to the big game, Jan. The Engineers. Yeah, but I ain't betting against Mahomes. Damn you, Jan. I ain't betting against Mahomes.
Right. I got two clashes going my way. Anybody that know me, and you know me, so I say this
Sure.
every year. I shoot for parity. I stand
It's
on this
hard for
parity
people to
thing.
repeat and stuff. All of
Yeah.
this kind of bull crap.
I stand on all that. So I got that on
Never
one
mind,
hand.
Brady's got like 5 or 6 rings and stuff, and has been in like 6 or 7 of the last 10 of them, or anything. You know what I'm saying? None of that matters. And
Right.
out of Mahomes been in the league 5 years, he's been there 3-4 times. No, none of that matters.
Right. But to defend me, I have picked the times them people have lost. I have picked them. I have betted against them when they lost
Yeah.
to defend
Well,
me. But I get what you're saying. So I got that on one hand. The other hand, I got all these numbers saying that the Chiefs should win the game. That's. So I don't know what to do. So I'm just staying out of it because I got too conflict of interest of the way I think. So I did bet. This is a bet I got, and it's just something. I did take Kelsey to score a touchdown, anytime touchdown.
I love
Christian McCaffrey, anytime touchdown. Parlay that. That's plus 175. I do got that in there. If you know what I'm saying, I like that.
And this, you know what I'm gonna tell you why I love that, Jan? You said you like, I love that. And you want to tell you why I love that? Because the Super Bowl is the last game of the year, right?
Yeah.
You need, this is not the gimmick time and all of that. You need the guy who's scoring for you all year, dog, to score for you in this game, dog.
Right.
I don't know that there's a more important game that this guy scores for you.
Right, exactly.
Kelsey a touchdown, McCaffrey a touchdown, man. I'd bet Lauren on that shit. She's my firstborn, dog. Hell no, dog. Because this is a game you need them to do it.
Right. And
if you had needed them to do it all year, you need them to do it in this one.
Yeah, and
I bet it's not even no money on that. I bet there ain't no money in there.
It's plus 175. It's plus
for those two?
Yeah, it's plus 175. So I like it. Kelsey has scored in like 16 out of the last 17 playoff games. McCaffrey has scored in like damn near every game this season. So
Kelsey was back to back in the last Super Bowl. He put up 2 in the last Super Bowl he played in, didn't he? No, that was the one before this.
Yeah,
or was it the last one?
I think he scored in every Super Bowl.
He scored 2.
Yeah.
I think that was the one before this one that just passed.
Yeah.
Kelsey's getting in there. And his girlfriend, Taylor Swift, is a plant from the CIA, FBI. And no, I'm not going to say that. They're going to shut us down, Jan.
Right. So
I like that joke you told earlier about being anti-Semitic. To the guys. That was great. Now, we were talking about the music industry, guys. America, can I take them back there, Jan? I know we don't have a lot of time. Can I?
Yeah.
No, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'll leave it alone.
We can cover that. We got plenty of dead time.
Listen, this is a great story, guys. This is a great story, guys. But at any rate, this is our Super Bowl show. Did we say who your MVP was?
Of the league or the game?
Yeah, of the league.
I think oh my god, Lamar Jackson is probably gonna get it. I would give it to McCaffrey, but I think they're gonna.
I like
give it
McCaffrey
to
too.
Yeah,
I like McCaffrey
because running backs don't have good seasons that often, so they always want to give it to a quarterback.
But running backs had it. The kind of season McCaffrey had, and let's be real, running backs had those kind of seasons all the time. Motherfucker, they rough in 2000.
Right. And then when the last time we seen it, they didn't even give it to Derrick Henry. Which is a shame. That's a shame. They should have gave it to him that year because he's never doing it again. And then, but the running back before him to get 2000.
I hope he heard you.
Right, and I'm saying this on wax now. I know this is supposed to be the Super Bowl show. We all over the place. Derrick Henry to Dallas. I'm putting it in there right now. I think it might happen. And this is me. This is my take. I don't know anybody. I haven't heard nothing.
Let's revisit it. It's on the Super Bowl. It's on the Super Bowl show. We got it on wax. You said Derrick Henry to Dallas, and I know you told me that behind the curtain, but that doesn't count. This is on wax now.
Yeah. Just remember I said that.
Nobody said that. America, I challenge y'all to find anybody who said that.
If it happens,
Jan on his Cash App. What's your Cash App, Jan?
Gin and Juice.
Gin in Juice.
Yeah,
Jinj.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Say it, Jan. Spell
It's actually on the screen.
Okay.
Wait,
So
let me see.
send us
Yeah.
money, America. We need money. I just had to pay some freaking fee to come bring y'all this. Please send us $5. Send us $10, America. Send that shit, man. A lot of y'all got good money. I ain't gonna put people's job out here, but I know a lot of y'all jobs and shit because a lot of y'all are my friends and like regular people I know. So send us $5 or $10. It won't hurt. It'll keep the show going. I promise we're coming with merch. But remember, Jan put it out here that Derrick Henry's going to the Cowboys, and Bill Belichick's going to be his coach. I'm joking. He didn't say that part.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to cover, Jan? Because we didn't pick a winner of the game. I said I ain't betting against Mahomes. So for me, I'm
staying away.
No-brainer.
I'm staying away from the sides, but it should be a good game. I'm leaning to San Fran, but I can't bet against Mahomes at this point. I bet against him the last 2 weeks. So
can we go a little over today, or are we not going to be able to go over? Are we? You don't want to go over, do you? Can we do because I want to talk about like how many times you think they're gonna show Taylor Swift?
Well, yeah, we can talk about Taylor Swift, but let's go over these awards first. The NFL awards, they come on. It come on Thursday.
Wow. I did want to talk about the awards. It's a lot of awards out there. Like if I actually went through all the awards, like people would probably go to sleep. So I'm gonna probably just like go through the finalists of the most important ones and then kind of tee you up, I guess, to like, you know what I'm saying? Like if people want to throw a future out there or whatever, I guess they could do that. But I really ain't feeling sexy about nothing. I felt sexy about the Micah Parsons when it happened and all the people that followed us on the Micah Parsons. Understand that he is not necessarily on the the top of the list, but he is on the list. Okay, he's on the list, and so let's start right there because I think this is the only one where we told people maybe rookie of the year too. We told people offensive rookie of the year. So these ain't in no particular order. Who's your guy? And don't think about your bet. Defensive player of the year, DaRon Bland from the Cowboys, the dude with all the interceptions or whatever. Max Crosby, which is Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons, and T.J. Watt. Those are the 5 finalists right now for defensive player of the year. Who's your defensive player of the year, man? Let's be honest. And Watt missed a lot of games. Like he's the easy where you like, oh yeah, T.J. Watt, he lead the league in sacks. Listen, man, he missed some games too.
He did, and the fact that he still led the league in sacks, he missed like 4 games. It's crazy. I'm leaning to T.J. Watt. I want my bet to hit because we had a futures on Micah Parsons. So
what was it plus 450, right?
It was like plus 450 or something like that. It was a shot. I'll probably bet it next year again. But
he's a finalist. It's not it's not a waste. He could win it. We don't know who the hell's gonna win.
Right. But I'm leaning to T.J. Watt. I'm leaning to T.J. Watt. Give me T.J. Watt.
All right. I'm probably taking T.J. Watt. Myles Garrett was a little crazy this year too. His team went crazy and did stuff that nobody thought they would do. But I'm probably gonna take Watt, being that he led the league in sacks and missed 3 games probably. That's pretty insane. Offensive player of the year. 5 people again got, and this is in no particular order. It's just about who you think is gonna win it. Tyreek Hill, Lamar Jackson, CeeDee Lamb, McCaffrey, and Dak Prescott. My personal opinion, I think they're going to give it to Lamar, which I don't know that they should. I like McCaffrey. Give me Derry Sanders. Derry Sanders.
Yeah, McCaffrey probably win is either McCaffrey or Tyreek Hill. This award has turned into the non-quarterback. You probably should win MVP, but we're going to give it to a quarterback, so we'll just give you Offensive Player of the Year. that's how this award kind of turned into that. So I don't think Lamar is going to get this one. I think it's going to be either Tariq or McCaffrey. So I lean to McCaffrey with this one.
Yeah, I'm thinking Lamar or McCaffrey, and whichever one doesn't win that award, I'm going to the MVP. Okay,
Right.
so
Yeah.
that's
probably.
so for me, I'm torn 50-50 on that one. And the top 5 over in the MVP conversation, of course, those two guys, Lamar and McCaffrey, but mix them in with Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, and Josh Allen. That kind of makes it a walkthrough for those two guys. And so it's going to be one of those two guys.
Yeah, it's going to be
And,
one or two.
Can you look up to see what kind of odds we getting right now on either one of those guys? Can you get plus money on either of those guys right now? I doubt if you can. I doubt it.
Yeah, let me try to find it real quick. I want McCaffrey to win MVP, but I think Lamar Jackson is going to win. My pick is McCaffrey. That's my pick.
Should McCaffrey win MVP if he rushed for 1,400 and Derrick Henry rushed for 2,000 and did not win MVP? Then what's that going to say?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. And
what's it going to say?
And Derrick
you don't want to answer that.
And Derrick Henry should have won MVP that year. He ran for 2,000. But I get what you're saying.
But he didn't.
He didn't.
And,
right.
And so now you all of a sudden you want to be fair?
Right. I get what you're saying.
All of a sudden you want to be fair?
Right.
When it's Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah, they're gonna give it to Lamar.
And so and I don't think that's bullshit. That's me just saying the NFL doesn't have his shit together.
Right.
And they don't respect the running back.
No,
that's not me saying, because I got a lot of white people I'm super cool with. I ain't gonna even lie. Like my dog that I work with, and I don't want to say his name, but Big MW, if you listening, you know who you know what it is. That's my dog. And I'm cool. And I don't care what color you are in real life. Like I was in the military, and so everybody bleed red in my most humble opinion. I think that's factual, but I'll leave it to the experts to tell me.
Yeah.
And we ain't got to spend forever on that, man, because I want to talk about Taylor Swift, and you're making me talk about this first. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Top 5, Gibbs, Laporta, who you said is not better. I'm not going to get it. We're not going to argue. Gibbs, Laporta, Nakua, Bijan Robinson, and the great C.J. Stroud. The great C.J.
This is a walkthrough.
This is a no-brainer.
No-brainer. Whoever there, don't show up because you're not winning. C.J. Stroud.
Those other guys are really good too. It's sad because those other guys are really good. Every one of them is really good.
Yeah, and then anybody that know us, I gave this out to personal people, so people that actually listen to the show. I didn't put it on the show, and we talked about it on the show, I think. But C.J. Stroud, the real Rookie of the Year, I was on it first. I said it before anybody. Vars, me and Vars were getting our haircut when I told Vars C.J. Stroud. And plus, I can't remember the actual number what it was at the exact time.
It was 450 when we saw it together.
Yeah, it was 450 when we saw it. I hate we missed it, but I did tell Vars. I told a couple people, so they know what I did say. C.J. Stroud, Rookie of the Year, way before it was apparent that he was going to.
Was it before you and I discussed it?
It was after you and I discussed it.
So then it was probably 450 or worse at that point because he never went down from there. It was all to the freaking. It was all to the moon, and your odds got worse, America.
Right.
We saw it at 450. We was like, damn. And I'm going to tell you how it happened. Do you remember how it happened between you and I?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was crazy that you was like, nah, this Stroud guy he's okay. And we looked at it, and then we followed it for like another week or two, and we was like, nah, he's the real guy at this point. Like it was like week 6 at that point. Or 5 or something.
Yeah, it was real early.
Like, hey, if he's gonna make the big mistakes and do all this, he's gonna do it.
But what scared us off of it was A-Chain had led the he was leading the league in rushing as a backup.
Yeah, A-Chain was going crazy, and Nakua was going crazy too.
Yeah, Nakua was going crazy too. So that kind of scared us off, and about time we realized that okay, C.J. Stroud is going to win. Everybody else realized it too, so it was kind of too late. At that point,
let's concede the award to C.J. Stroud, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Will Anderson from Houston, Jalen Carter, who you got a personal thing about, Joey Porter Jr., that was in the thing, Kobe Turner at the Rams, and Devin Weatherspoon. He's a DB, a cornerback for the Rams.
And
to be honest with you, Jalen Carter or Will Anderson are the two guys I know. Joey Porter Jr. is pretty good too,
yeah,
but
it's the
those
two.
other two guys, I don't really know those guys.
It's the
I'm
it's the
going
other
with the
two.
name. I'm going with the name Joey Porter Jr. and because of the name.
Yeah, I'm going with Jalen Carter. He actually had a touchdown. He had a fumble return against what game was that? Yeah.
You like Jalen Carter a lot.
Yeah. I mean, and then the people.
He's good too. He's good. It's not like you like him for no reason.
No, he's good. My opinion, and it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So, Lions fans are going to hate me for this because I had this discussion in my Lions group chat because I'm from Detroit, so all my friends are from Detroit. So, but Jalen Carter.
Some of my best friends are from Detroit. This is what he gonna say to y'all, America, before he hit y'all with the bush, with the nonsense.
Right. So give me Jalen Carter, defensive rookie of the year.
Okay, Jalen Carter. Let's see here. I am gonna go with the name. I'm going with Joey Porter Jr. He's really good all year. We can't do all the awards, yeah. That was even a tough one to do, really. Like defensive rookie of the year, that was a tough one. But we have three really big names too, because Will Anderson is real. I don't care what anybody say. Will Anderson is really good. He deserves to be on that list. But we had two really big names. Carter should have been much higher draft pick. I think he had some issues in the draft or something like that, or what have you. And I heard the Lions were gonna get him, like we talked about, but somebody said he has some character issues.
Yeah, and this is Hellcat City, so that might have not been a good place for him because he was racing a track hawk and might not want to come here. We'd be on the lodge with it.
Yeah, we're definitely on the lodge with it when we're home. So
yeah, so that might not have been a good fit.
Yeah, that's probably not the best idea for you, young man. Coach of the year or comeback player of the year?
Coach of the year. Give me Kevin Stefanski, the coach of the year.
Top 5: Dan Campbell, the Lions, Harbaugh, the Ravens, DeMeco Ryans, rookie head coach, Houston.
Yep.
Kyle Shanahan running things out there in San Francisco, and Stefanski. Your Browns, who made it to the playoffs, but
they made it to the playoffs with 5 quarterbacks. They played 5 quarterbacks, Larry.
Okay.
So that's phenomenal to me. You got to get coach of the year. To me, so I'm not. You lose your best player and your second best player in Chubb. I think Myles Garrett the best player. Chubb probably the second.
What if you took a rookie? What if you took a rookie to the playoffs and won the division and just did all these crazy things as a rookie?
Right. No, that's crazy too. That's definitely crazy. But it might be more of Stroud than the coaching. Not to say DeMeco Ryans, probably did a great job. So I'm not.
What if there was a team who hadn't been to the championship? Who hadn't got a playoff win in 30 years.
Yeah.
and you go out there and you win 2 playoff games.
Yeah.
And you get to the conference championship.
Yeah, this is definitely tough.
But you lose in a questionable decision, which is your style.
Right. This is definitely tough. All 3 kind of Stefanski, Ryans, and Campbell definitely all any other year they all win. You gotta get what I'm saying. But all 3 of these things have happened the same year. It's kind of hard to it's hard to
I don't know. You think we're boring people yet, Jan? Let's get the hell out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. I'm taking DeMeco Ryans. In DeMeco we trust. Shout out Mark in the third coach. You thought we forgot you, Mark. We didn't. I'm taking DeMeco Ryans. In DeMeco we trust, as he likes to say, right? And who you got? Stefanski?
I got Stefanski, but any of the three of the is deserving. So I'm not mad at if any of the three won. I wouldn't even be like, why he won? No, all of them could win. All three of them could.
And since you made me wait this damn long, what's the over under on the amount of times that they're going to show Taylor Swift during Super Bowl? I'm going 6, and I'm taking the over it.
Well, that means anybody that listens to our show a lot, we make correlation bets. So that means if he's taking Taylor Swift over 6 appearances, take Travis Kelce touchdown, Travis Kelce over his catches, Travis Kelce over everything, because it correlates. Anytime he catches the ball, they're showing her. So
I'm gonna look at this future. I have to look at this. How many times they show? It's a prop. It's a prop.
And just to recap too, we're playing Travis Kelce anytime touchdown, McCaffrey anytime touchdown. You can play them separate or parlay them. If you parlay them, they plus 175. I'm parlaying mine. And this is another one. I'm just throwing this out there. You don't have to do this one, but I think it's solid. It is plus 300. I got Kelce to score the first Chiefs touchdown at plus 300. I hit it last year. I think it's solid. Don't go crazy with it because, but Kelce is the number one target. Anytime Patrick Mahomes drops back to pass, he's looking at Kelce first.
Well, if you're talking about any game of the year, bro, and you talk about you need your guy to do whatever your guy does to you. This is the game where you want to get your. This is not the game where they try some new shit or go to a guy that they hadn't been going to or anything like that.
Right.
This is not the time for that.
Right. That's
why I think McCaffrey and Kelce will score tomorrow.
Yeah, they will score. Now, the first touchdown with the Chiefs, I think it's solid, but it scares me a little bit. And that's not the official play. It's just something I got in there, too, that I like, too.
The official play is them two boys to score, though.
Right. Now, San Francisco could over-defend Kelce, especially early. He could be double-teamed, which will leave other people open.
I think they will.
They might do it. So that could take away the first Chiefs touchdown. You know what I'm saying? But I still like it. It's plus 300. I think it's a good chance that he could do that. I
don't like those first anything like
well,
that.
It's the first Chiefs.
Too jinky.
It's
too
Chiefs.
jinky in my most humble opinion. They work. First baskets, first touchdowns, they work. I'm not saying they don't work.
It's the first Chiefs touchdown, not the first.
Yeah,
touchdown.
not first anytime touchdown. Yeah.
It's the first Chiefs touchdown, which probably is Kelce in most games.
True.
So,
well, I don't know who's got the most touchdowns. He'll throw that thing to the sound bubble guy.
Oh, definitely.
As long as he's wearing a uniform, he's not going to throw a lot of picks. Mahomes just doesn't throw a lot of picks. He doesn't.
Right.
So if the sound bubble guy's got the uniform, they report him as eligible. He'll get it.
Right.
Listen, man, we got to get out of here. I think we've warned the people. I love y'all, America. Jan does not. Remember when those two boys, Kelce and McCaffrey, scored? Give me my props. Jan, anything for the people?
Nope, that's it. Give me my props.
We love you. We come with that cash out, so we need some bread.